Well, hey, guys. I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what the hell. Well, I do know what the. Oh, by the way, enchanté. Enchanté, I love you. So what happened was is that I was over there, and remember when I was talking about sweating like Barry White, Elvis, the final years there? Well, first of all, it's 86 degrees out right now. And second of all, the sun was barreling down on this camera, and this thing completely overheated and imploded. So I had to wait here for this thing to cool down so we could get back to the food review. So I moved locations. Sun isn't quite blaring right now on us, but we'll get back to Pietro's. So where we are, once again, this is round 2, the cooler version of the food review. We're at Pietro's Pizza. Watch the first portion of the review. We're getting down. We've been eating this. We've been loving it. Again, this was a recommendation by my friend Christian, who works part-time at Pietro's. They love him there. Staff is great there. Thank you very much for this. Indulgency with the surgical bite. Green pepper for Trent's enjoyment. Don't know what the hell that means. They gave me some complimentary napkins there. So anyway, since we have a little bit of time on this second part of the video, I wanted to again thank everybody for all of your subscriptions, for the subscribers, getting us to the point, and I say us because we're in this together, baby, you and me, getting us to the 500 special that's coming up. Again, we're going to try to shoot for next week with this, orchestrating the time. Why do I keep saying orchestrating? I feel that it makes me feel intelligent or something. Or maybe it's just the right word, is it? Putting together the time. Like I'm the Jackie Gleason orchestra with orchestrating. Putting together the time with Sherry, baby. For her to come and do the review, the food, the special with me. And I ordered some products, some things that are coming. So we'll go from there. Also, yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm so excited. So appreciate your patience with it. Also, somebody wanted me to talk a little bit about, I like to talk about music when we're on here too, because you guys know my love of music. And the kind of music that I love is all different types. You know what? I'm getting off on a tangent here. Food review channel, right? We're doing the food here, and this is exceptional. So let me tell you about this. This is in Portland, Oregon. Pietro's Pizza. They have been there for 50 years. Over 50 years. Very old school pizza parlor. Beautiful. If you watch my previous videos, there's this whole thing, and I'm putting together the map, right? This map from, if you're starting out in Portland and you're going down McLaughlin Boulevard and you go through Milwaukee, at the start of Milwaukee, right? You go into Milwaukee and then you go on my kind of food tour that I'm doing on the channel, where I go to Voodoo Donuts, and then I go to Roke's Hot Dogs, and we go to Buster's Barbecue, and then we go to, at the end of it, we go to Mike's Drive-In, which I think in my next video I'm going to talk a little bit about Mike's Drive-In. I went there a couple weeks ago. I don't know what's going on, Mike's. I had the fish and chips, and yeah, not too good. I digress. But on this food tour, right, if it were to start out on McLaughlin coming from Portland, if you visit Portland, Oregon, it would start out right now at Pietro's Pizza, because I'm giving this high marks. This is old school pizza. That's that kind of crust that we're talking about right there, baby. That's that where it has that kind of sandy cornmeal on the bottom. They don't make it like this anymore. And if you saw that building in my first video, they don't make those buildings like that anymore. On a scale of 1 to 10, if you like old school, old style pizza, if you like the mod pizzas and the Piologies and the Subway style that they're putting out there right now, or the flying pies and that kind of stuff that they have, these more contemporary pizza pie places, that's great. You can have them. You can love them. But you know the Trent, baby. I take it old school, sister. I take it old school. I love this. On a scale of 1 to 10, this face being a 10, and a 1 being I'll never order that again. Baby, I'm giving this a 10. I am. I'm giving this a 10. The cheese, the pepperoni, the freshness of the crust, the taste of the crust is what blows my mind. The accoutrements that are on it, the onion, nothing. You know how you go, sometimes you go to pizza places, like I've been to pizza parlors, and I call them pizza parlors because that's what this is, and that's what I grew up on. You go there and you get a pizza, and sometimes the vegetables they're not done, but everything else is. Like everything's overcooked except for like the onion and the green pepper and all that. Not here. These are as fresh as the ingredients gets. This, of course, was the Pietro's combo. For those of you that are just watching this video, let me tell you what. Sorry about that. I'm a little bit close to you. Good night. What I ordered here, again, just to recap, I guess, was the Pietro's combo: salami, pepperoni, olives, mushrooms, beef, green peppers upon request, which I did, $39.90. That's the way pizza parlors are going, baby. That's where they're going. They're going that price point, you know. So that was chef's kiss. Very good, very delicious. Will I go there again? Of course I will. Have I gone there in the past? Absolutely. Usually take it out, but I do love going in there on weekdays when it's not really busy with the kids and the parties, because it's cool in there. It's fun. If you're ever in Portland, Oregon, please go to Pietro's Pizza. I think you're going to love it. I think you're going to like that. I think you're just going to love the vibe that it gives you, because we don't have that too many. Maybe in your city and maybe where you live that you have that old time feeling pizza parlors, but here in Portland, Oregon, we don't have any of these left, but we got Pietro's, and I love it. Christian, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that suggestion, and I'm so glad that I went there. So, scale of 1 to 10, we're giving Pietro's Pizza, McLaughlin Boulevard, Milwaukee. It's not McLaughlin. Well, Pietro's Pizza, Milwaukee, Portland, Oregon. Scale of 1 to 10, we're giving you a 10 from the Trent. Ladies and gentlemen, I did one last thing. We're going to talk a little bit about music before I go. Somebody wanted me to talk a little bit about the Kendrick Lamar and the Drake situation. First of all, I love all kinds of music. I do. My favorite kind of music that I listen to is the music of like Elvis and Neil Diamond and Barbra Streisand and the Carpenter. That's what I listen to at home, right? But that's me. That's what I listen to at this point and always pretty much have. But I love all kinds of music. I love country music. I love George Strait. I love Merle Haggard. Merle Haggard is one of my top 5, one of my all-time favorites. And I also like certain R&B. Marvin Gaye, one of my all-time favorites. And there is certain types of rap music that I like. But I like the old school stuff, man. When I was in high school, my friend Nick and I, we stood at outside Sam Goody to wait for Tupac's album when it came out, All Eyes on Me, right? Which I truly feel is one of the greatest albums, CDs, of all time. It's one of my favorites, right? That's the kind of rap music that I like to listen to. You know, that's Dre, Tupac. That, if I listen to it, which I do, which I like, but I listen to that, and there's a reason for that. Music for me has to really touch here. Really has to touch the heart. It has to touch the heart of me, right? And a long time ago, I said on this channel, what we're going to do, we're going to keep it real. I don't edit these videos for a couple of reasons. First of all, I want it raw. I want these raw. I want you to see the foibles, the traps. If I slip up on something, if I stutter, if I stammer, if I get that, this is life. I'm not going to edit these to make the Trent look, like the video was just perfect and flawless, except for, of course, the face. I'm just joking. You know what I mean? I don't like those. I like the real videos where they make mistakes, or they forget words, or I forget the food tray, or I ramble on about something somewhat possibly incoherent. You know what I mean? Those things to me are entertaining and make it more than just a food review. They make it real. They make it real life. And that's what I used to like about rap music. And that's what I appreciated about it from a genre, from an era that I was very, very young in the early 90s. And that's what I liked about it, because it reminded me of the music of the 60s. The music of the 60s being pertaining to Dylan and Van Morrison, Joni Mitchell, the Byrds, the Beards. What are some of the other ones that I like that really, Rod McEwen, the music that he wrote. Rod McEwen was honest music. These guys wrote lyrics at a time when there needed to be something said. Jefferson Airplane, Grace Slick. They wrote songs about things that were pertinent to not only their lives because they were younger, but things that were going on, that were social things that were happening. Something's happening here. What I see ain't exactly clear, right? You know what I'm talking about? Those things mattered. And somebody needed to express with voice what was happening, right? And that's what happened with rap music in the 90s. Those singers, rap artists, to this day sometimes, but not like it was. They had a voice, that they had a message that they needed to get out, and they got it out through their music, and they did. And Death Row Records was magnificent in bringing that to the public and letting America see what was happening, and in that particular aspect of time, and in specific cultures and in society, and what needed to be heard and fruition and all that. And I'm not going to get off on a tangent about that. But that's the particular type of rap that I like, because it was honest, it was real, it was raw, and it had purpose. And that's what I think. The stuff that I see, I mean, there's always been feuds. There's always been feuds in rap music. What I see with Lamar and Dre is I see two guys that have been fighting forever. I think the allegations that Kendrick Lamar have made against Dre, if they are true, are absolutely horrendous. And I hope to God that they're not. I don't really particularly like either one of their music all that well. It's listenable. I have listened to it. I don't really like it all that much. I don't like the softness of Drake's voice all that much. It's not all my cup of tea. That's just the trend speaking. That's just enchanté me. But I know they're very popular, and I know that they have a huge following. And I know that controversy sells, doesn't it? And that's what's going on right now. So, again, in regard to what my opinion about it is that I certainly hope that the allegations against Drake are not true. And I'm not even going to address those, because those are horrendous. Anytime that type of activity, and you can look it up, is allegations about that, I have no tolerance for. It's disgusting to me. So I hope that's not true. But yeah, if you don't know that album, All Eyes on Me, I suggest that you get that CD, and I suggest that you listen to it. Also, Keeping Your Head Up is a Tupac Shakur song that God, I screwed up his last name there for a moment. I'm so used to just calling him Tupac that I forget that Shakur. Well, another guy that loved his mom, didn't he? Yeah, he sure did. And speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, happy Mother's Day to all you beautiful mamas out there. Happy Mother's Day. La chérie to you. We're going to end this right now. Thank you. Watch the first video, because we had this whole fiasco with this camera heating up. Thank you again, Pietro's Pizza, for the pizza. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Christian, for the recommendation and the friendship. And until we meet again, like the great Elvis Presley said, we will meet you again. May God bless you. Adios. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon. I love you. The Trent loves you. Enchanté.